Hi everyone, Scorp here. I'm gonna do something a little different today in Duelist of the Roses. This is in the Redux mod, and I wanted to go over a couple of... I wanted to go over a deck profile of my favorite insect deck, just because this is... I really do actually enjoy playing insects in this game. Although there's not many insects in this deck. So we can start off with this. This is technically an insect deck. It relies mostly on insect power to win, but it uses a whole swath of really good filler cards because there's almost no actually good insects in this game. Javelin Beetle, just for a deck leader. Literally any insect 5 stars or higher will work here. I picked Javelin Beetle because I'm not going to use it in the deck, so it's not going to ever get D-ranked. Hourglass of Life, this is basically just a Monster Reborn for me. Just in case things go terribly, this will usually end up reviving 2 Perfectly Ultimate Great Moths, if things are going that bad. So definitely could be removed, but I just had an extra card slot, so that's what fit in it. Temple of the Skulls, this thing just stops magic cards. It's super strong especially against other people, because people like to play a card called Magical Neutralizing Force Field, and this deck really does not like that. So this card is basically a counter to your Dark Holes and your Magic Neutralizing Force Fields, Dark Piercing Lights, Swords of Revealing Light, all of those cards, this card shuts down completely. I usually have it as a one-of in almost every one of my decks, even if the AI isn't smart enough to actually do anything about this. Then 3 Green Kappas, and 3 Eye Armors. As I said, there aren't enough insects to really make a good insect deck. You could definitely make an argument that I could include more insects in this deck. But these cards are just so broken, you might as well include them. I mean, 16 and 21 deck cost for what is going to generally be a 4 to 5k beater. It's really disgusting, especially since they're also 3 summoning power, or 2 in Eye Armor's case. 3 Juragamos. This is pretty much the workhorse of this deck. Put a couple equips on this thing and it's actually invincible. It cancels all the power-ups of like Eye Armors and Green Kappas, so if somebody's playing those against you, Juragamo will just absolutely slaughter them. Juragamo also, once you get it over like 4,700 or 4,500, it literally can't be killed by anything in the game unless the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon's on a mountain field. Yeah, this thing is not okay. And losing 100 life points is not actually even a problem. It just makes your opponent's Ruriokus worse. Caterpillars, I had to choose something to fuse with Cocoon of Evolution. If you wanted to go with a heavier version of this, I would replace these 3 with Larva of Moth, and the Cocoon of Evolutions with a Time Wizard. So you can do the fusion to make Great Moths and Perfectly Ultimate Great Moths. I'll probably do a second duel showing that. And then 3 Maneater Bugs. Maneater Bug, super good card. Just one-sided destruction of opponent's cards. It always goes 1 for 1, which is perfect. Then 3 Peepas of Moth. These, after 1 turn, become Perfectly Ultimate Great Moths. This card's so broken, it's disturbing how broken this card is. 3 Arsenal Bug. This card is also absolutely broken. At least Clovis made this into a 7-star. In the base game, it was a 3-star, but you couldn't obtain it. It was a Destiny draw card. This thing is a 3,500, and it makes a ton of Forest Drain when it's flipped up. Or every time it attacks. So this thing is like a 4,000, easy every time. absolutely ridiculous. And then Ancient Tree of Enlightenment. This card is a Royal Decree you can turn off, and it only costs 26 deck cost. So you can put this thing face-up defense, turn off trap cards. This deck doesn't really run any trap cards, besides Goblin Fan. But this pretty much turns off any opponent that wants to play a bunch of traps against you. Absolutely amazing. And hey, it only costs 26 instead of 80. Looks at Royal Decree. Or Royal Decree might even be 99 in this mod. No, it's 80. Okay. And then 3 copies of Monster Reborn. So if you do the evolution of Pupa of Moth, you can revive it with Monster Reborn and then do it again. It's pretty good. 2 copies of Forest. This is absolutely overkill. Could absolutely get rid of one of these for probably a Curse Breaker or something else. Or 2 of these. You have Arsenal Bugs to make field, so Forest, a little bit overkill. Soul of the Pure, good amount of healing. Just be careful that all of these cards and your Temple of Skulls can conflict with each other. 6 equips, 3 cocoons for your fusions, and then a Goblin Fan just to deal with anyone that uses Ryoryoku. So first off, let's take this deck against Weevil, just to show him what an actual insect deck looks like. Turn 1 in this deck is generally going to be, like, you're either going to pass and play an Arsenal Bug the next turn, so you start off with something like Soul Gear here. This hand is kind of bricky. I'll go ahead and shut off Discord. Oops. I didn't expect to get a direct message. Just gonna play down the Eye Armor. Get rid of Man-Eater Bug. It already went 1 for 1 with something. And we've drawn pretty badly. I'm just gonna play down another Eye Armor. Eye Armor will always go 1 for 1 at minimum. It'll probably go more than 1 for 1, just because you're probably not going to end up hitting the weakest, strongest creature your opponent has. Oh, goody. Weevil's actually playing well. Though, this is pretty much the only good card you can get from Weevil, so, for insects. Oh, and we finally drew something that's strong. Well, bye-bye, Weevil. It was nice knowing you, Weevil. Draws 1 good card. Game over. Yeah. Weevil, that's never gonna get finished. This is about as bad as this deck can brick, and it still just doesn't matter. I didn't even have to dump cards. and this duel is absolutely over. Yeah. It looks like I drew a whole bunch of 3700 beat sticks, which is not exactly how this deck usually wins, but it's good enough. So I'm gonna change to the more powerful version. Oh. So this save doesn't actually need cards, so it doesn't matter what I grab. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the changes to the deck to do a higher powered version. Like, if I were going up against the harder people in this game, I'd probably use this instead. I'm gonna take out 2 forests and these 3. And let's see here. Let's see how fast I can find the cards that I want. 3 Time Wizards. Larva Moth should be in the 400s. Larva of Moth. And then I'd throw in 2 Ruryokus. Just because I'm a horrible person. Who doesn't respect the AI at all. So you can take out those Ruryokus. It just to save on a bunch of deck cost. But this deck should just overpower just about anyone with this setup. I'm gonna take this guy on because he's technically one of the bosses of the game. I don't really feel like going and dueling one of the like super bosses. So this is why I put in the Time Wizards. They fuse with the Larva and the Pupa of Moth to make Great Moth and Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, respectively. Absolutely brutal to play against. So, I mean, this deck will just bring out 3,000 attack beat sticks like it's nothing. Well, this is not broken at all. Dragumo is literally invincible already. I guess he could beat it with a Gate Guardian, because he does have a Gate Guardian in his deck. And it would be 4,700 on this field, but... since we have so much power on board already, Ancient Tree is a great thing to play. Also, he has 1 Ruryoku in his deck, so using Javelin Beetle like this is just actually helping me. And game over. So this is the power of an insect deck in this game. You can just bring out 3,000 to 4,000 attack creatures anytime you want. Yeah. Maybe we can do, since we did that one so quick, we can go do like Kaiba or something. I mean, I haven't even brought out a Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth or an Arsenal Bug. But I do like this deck. I really do like insects. I like what you can do with them. That's a pretty brutally slow hand, which is probably a good thing. Slow hand means that I won't just instantly murder him. Well, since I'm using Ruriokus, and I don't believe Kaiba has Ruriokus, I'm gonna get rid of Goblin Fan before I kill myself. Because it triggers on your own Ruriokus. I pretty much just need to draw a monster that I can play immediately. Oh, well, this game's over. Absolutely over. I'm sorry, Kaiba. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Nice blue eyes. And this is why, insects are a problem. That was a casual 7,500 attack creature. Didn't even try, just made a 7k beater. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.